Welcome, family, to another edition of Politicking Our Way. Hey, welcome, family. Welcome back to Politicking Our Way. This is your host, Nate Jenkins. Today, we just me and you. None of those white candidates were asked to produce any type of paperwork. We took them at their word that they were American citizens. Why? Because they've been here a while. They were no more older than Barack Obama. Well, of course, McCain was quite older than everyone, of course. But we look at age and we're saying Hillary's 69, Trump 70. Are we asking them to produce their papers? What a dismal and disrespectful thing for anyone to do to any black person, to deny them the rights of citizenship just by the nature of them being here. That you got to ask a person running for that big chair, the office of the president, the Oval, to ask them, let me see your papers, like we in apartheid somewhere. This is not South Africa, this is America. And even when those papers were produced, Mr. Trump, you still went on a tirade for the next 5 years about the conspiracy theory of how those papers were invalid. Oh, you sent someone over to Hawaii to investigate. Oh, you did this, that, and the third in regards to checking on the papers. Well, I saw the birth certificate, and I also saw 2 birth announcements from his parents in Hawaii in the local newspapers. So I guess they went through a time warp, went back, created this stuff, and then brought it forward. Come on, Trump, you're an idiot in that regard. That whole birthday thing, and then you're going to, during the process of this debate, when you were asked to make just some type of direct atonement for that action, you said, and I don't quote, but it was clear to me that you said, I'm not going to apologize. I don't even want anything. I'm not going to say nothing in towards apologies. Come on, black America. We heard what you said and we know what you meant. And all of you guys that have lined up behind Trump, jump in the lake, drown yourself. Yeah, I said it. Do that for all of us. Because you're the idiots that have gotten on this train. The train is about to hit a wall that blacks can't get through. And you're still holding on like he is the overseer. He's the master. You remind me of that Samuel L. Jackson character in that movie Django. You know, and those old jokes about slavery. When the boss was sick, the head slave would say, are we sick, boss? No, you're not sick. The slave owner is sick. But you're going to be sick because you're following him. That's what I feel about all African Americans that are following behind this misogynistic, racist, bigot Donald Trump. That's my opinion. Take me to the grave with that one, okay? So let's look at now what we're dealing with these Black Lives Matter folks. The folks that Donald Trump really thinks are just heathens out here trying to stay out of trouble. Blue Lives Matter. He jumped on that bandwagon full-fledged. Yes, Blue Lives Matter. Let me tell you something. When I was young, we were poor. We didn't know it then, but I know it now. But we slept in a crowded home, bunch of love. Sometimes we had to share beds, 2, 3 kids to a bed because we had to accommodate our family. Some of those guys I shared a bed with, a twin bed by the way, ended up being lead detective in our homicide division here in Washington, D.C. Ended up being a retired police officer here in Washington, D.C. I got many ex-brother-in-law, many of friends that are police officers. I can call out names, divisions, it doesn't matter. I believe I'm a law-abiding citizen. I've seen both sides of the equations regarding to law. Okay? So, here's the thing. Blue lives do matter. But black lives matter more for me because I'm black and we're being hunted. You know, there's this privilege thing that says, okay, if you're non-black or brown, you have the entitlement to be alive. But if you're black or brown, you're entitled to die. Let's just look at our recent involvement. Let's look at what happened in Tulsa. Hands up. Get tased by one, shot by the other. Yeah, she got a manslaughter charge. But just like the guys that were charged in Baltimore, Florida, and other places, will the charges stick? Will anyone be prosecuted? Blue Lives Matter. Hell no, they won't be prosecuted. We know the whole walk. Set it up, quiet down the public dismay, and move forward. I'm glad our brothers and sisters in Charlotte are still protesting. Regardless if he had a gun or not, there was not a reason for him to die. It is a carry open state, meaning he has the right to have a gun if he's licensed. But at the point that you shot him, you did not see or check whether or not he had a license. Okay? We've all seen the video, and they're going to say it's inconclusive. But no one said anything about taking that particular individual off the force until this thing is investigated. They've had other shooters in Charlotte where the city has settled $2 million to the family, but that officer's still on. Come on now, what are we doing here? Blue lives matter, all lives matter, but what I'm saying is it's hunting season on the black man because we're looking like we are reverting back to that great America that Donald was talking about, where we still can be strange fruit on a tree in Mississippi or Tennessee. I don't know if you know what strange fruit is, but that's when they hang a black person and they burn him to death while he's hanging on the tree. That's called strange fruit for those who don't know that ramification from the past. That's the great America that Donald wants to recess us back into, where we're back to being